Hello guys, hope you are doing great. Most AI tools like ChatGPT and other tools that you are using right now actually requires internet connection. Those internet connection are mostly for suppose whatever communication that you are doing on ChatGPT, it actually requires some resources like some amount of GPUs that they are using actually to compute all the problem that we are passing, like, and also some of the memories that we then may require, like some RAM or a temporary use memory that may require to actually store some temporary data. So where do you think that actually is? We are actually typing this problem statement on ChatGPT online, and then that is actually getting used by the company, and maybe they are accessing some Nvidia's graphics card and all to actually compute it. But there may be some privacy concerns in that. What if the data that we are passing is actually being used to actually train that ChatGPT model, the LLM models? And many organizations nowadays actually don't suggest to use the ChatGPT model online because they may share, the employees may share the some private data while getting some solution of this problem and all. So there is big privacy concern. But what if I tell you that you could run the AI model, the LLM model, the ChatGPT model, or any other model locally using your laptop resources? No internet, no restriction, nothing required. Just based on your laptop and its resources, that is only required. Let me show you how. For that, we are going to use Ollama. So this is the Ollama website. And what is actually the Ollama? Ollama is a tool which we actually use for running all these LLMs, the large language models, on a tool which actually helps us to run it comfortably. So there are also many other tools that we can use. There is ChatGPT for all. I will mention all other tools here maybe in the description below. And so today we are going to use Ollama. So Ollama is actually conveniently good for using the and running the LLMs. So here you can see the Ollama website, and here it actually says that you can run the Llama 3.3, that DeepSeek, that is the newly released LLM that in the market, which has actually caused many things. The 5.4, Mistral, Gamma, and other models also. So what you have to do is just go on to this download. I will share all this link in the description below. You can find it in the description, and you just have to click on the Windows. I have already downloaded it and installed it, so you just have to download it and install it. So after installation, it actually takes some time to install, and after installation you can actually find it here, the app. But you don't need to open the app. Actually, you just need to open the command prompt, and you can access the Ollama from your command prompt. You just have to do is you just have to type the Ollama. So here you can see what other commands it actually gives us. So it gives us serve, create a model from a model file, show information from a model. So model, what is a model? It is basically a LLM that we are going to download. So how to download, how to do other things is the next thing that I will show you. So you just have to go on this website and click on the models. So when you go on the model tab, here you can see the DeepSeek R1 is the latest one, is actually also added in the model section, and you can download this. So how you have to do that is I will tell you. And also there are other models like Llama 3.3, and you can see there are some things like 1.5 billion, 7 billion, 8 billion, and 671 billion. So what are those? Those are actually the parameters. So suppose if you go inside the DeepSeek R1, so here you can see this is the model DeepSeek R1, the original model, and it runs on 671 billion parameters. So what are parameters? Is parameters actually something that the model is trained on. So there are 671 billion parameters that the model is trained on, that, and the more the parameter, the more the resource you require. Okay, so if it is suppose 7 billion parameters, so if you can scroll down, here you can see the 7 billion parameter. It actually requires suppose 8 GB RAM and also a good GPU. Also, if you want to upgrade from that 8 billion parameter, then it requires more RAM and also some GPU with RTX graphic card with 3050 or 3060 that we have actually, but we will be moving forward with 7 billion. So here the Ollama command is also mentioned. You just have to copy this command and actually paste it in here. So for now, actually I have already downloaded the DeepSeek model. So what you have to do to see is just press the Ollama list. Here you can see it will list all the models that I have downloaded. So here it is DeepSeek R1 of 7 billion parameters, and the size was 4.7 GB. That will take some time to download. You can just start with downloading it, and yeah, so it was modified 2 days ago. Also for now, if you want to see the installation, I will just go with Llama, other models. Okay, so let me go on Llama 3.3, 3.2. This is 1 billion. I will go with a billion parameters. 3 billion is okay. I will just copy this command and will open here, and if you run this, you can see it will. Okay, so I think it should not run because we have not pulled it yet. So if you want to run a model, you actually first have to pull it. So I will just cancel it, So if you want to run a model, what you have to do is you actually have to pull it. So just copy the name of this model, and then you have to type the Ollama pull and the model name. You can see it will start the pulling of the model, and then you can type the run command. So it will take some time. It is actually 2 GB of model, and it will take some time to pull it, and then we can use the model freely. So you can see the Ollama has now pulled the Llama 3.2 model that we actually provided, and it has completed the pulling, and now I think we are good to run. But before running, we can check it. So what is the command is just to list. So here you can see the DeepSeek R1 and the newly added Llama 3.2 that I have just ran above. So this is added, and now you just have to run this model. So what you have to do is you just have to give the previous command Ollama run Llama 3.2. So here you can see it is up and running, and for instance what we can do is we can just check that if it is using the internet or the resources of our locally. So I have switched off everything, and now you can see I will just get it at a side. Is there open? Yeah, so here it is. So yeah, you can see here. So you can see the I started the Llama, and it actually increased the GPU already. So let me put a question here and see that if it can use the GPU internally. Will it increase the will it increase the GPU usage? So I just so firstly what we will be providing is a simple coding problem statement that is of two sum if you have already solved it. So what I will share here is write me C++ code for this problem statement, and I will just pass the problem. Here you can see it has already started, and you can see the GPU usage has jumped to 74%, and my fans have already started to run at a high speed. So I have a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050, and it has already, like, I'm using the 3 billion parameter, right? And yeah, so here it has solved like without the internet, and only using the internal GPU and RAM. So that is how you can deploy, or you can use any LLM locally to avoid any security problem in future. So it doesn't need to actually turn off the Wi-Fi or network, but because it will not be using the internet, it will only run in our locally, and it will only use the GPU and the memory that is locally there. It will not require any external server to actually make it to a GPU externally to someone GPU dataware center or any other thing. It will only be happening in our local system. So the tool that we used here was Ollama to actually run the LLMs, but also there are some other tools that have more graphical interface UI GUI to actually show the model and also give the full look of our chat GPT. But I will definitely list some of the tools that I also have used to actually run the LLMs locally. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. It actually motivates us to keep on. And if you are new to this channel, then please hit the subscribe button as well. For more such content, follow TechSido. We'll be back in the next video. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring. Bye bye.